welcome to my corner.
Welcome to my corner. Let's have a talk now. From Miami to California. Check your girl out. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. That's right. That's right. Keeping it real, no things inside. Let's go. Welcome to my corner, y'all.
Oh, don't mind me, y'all. I'm just trying to figure out what I watched. Okay, so I got on Facebook. I went and saw Acrimony on Friday. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta do a movie review so y'all can know to watch it or not. Literally, after you watch the movie, you just sit there. How I was sitting, it's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why you need to go see Acrimony. First reasons why. This is Tyler Perry's best film. Like, Daddy's Little Girl is a great film, but most of Tyler Perry's films are based upon plays. So if you've seen all his plays, you've seen the movie. Like, I know everybody's like, Temptation was his best film. But if you were a real Tyler Perry fan, you would have known that Temptation was based off Marriage Counselor. Ooh. Daddy's Little Girl was great, but there's not really a Tyler Perry film that was super duper amazing, except for the one with Gabrielle Union, and she's his... Is that Temptation? No. Gabrielle Union, where No Good Deed. That was a good one. But this one was good because you couldn't tell it was a Tyler Perry film. Like, let me put it in perspective. Most Tyler Perry films are what? Girl gets cheated on. Well, never mind. Disregard that. Okay, it's one of those where, like, we gonna sing. Somebody gonna tell them about the Lord. You know, she gonna say, woe is me. She gonna feel like she depressed. It was one of those films where I didn't really think it was a Tyler Perry film. That's how good of the writing it was. I think most people won't watch it because it's Tyler Perry, and we're like, Tyler be on the extra. For once, this film, it didn't have a Tyler Perry signature, which I thought was great because I was like, man, thank God. Like, I would have watched this movie even if it didn't have Tyler Perry's name on it. That's why you should watch it. Rule number 1. Number 2, you should watch it because Taraji P. Henson redeems herself. Oh my God. If you watched Proud Mary, like if you're a Taraji P. Henson fan and you watch all of her films, that last thing we just watched, Proud Mary, was Poo La La. I don't know what happened. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who directed it. I just know it was garbage, okay? Like, I was like, oh, this is terrible, Taraji. What is you doing? Oh, no. So this film was great because she redeems herself. It's like Taraji, you get to see crazy Taraji. You get to see good Taraji. You get to see Taraji in a different light, I think. Most of the time you see Taraji, she's what? Well, she's an angry black woman in this. Never mind. Disregard that too. No. But most of the time you see Taraji, she's just like real over the top. In this film, you get to see her go through so many different emotions, which is great. In Hidden Figures, you know, she goes through a whole bunch of emotions as well, but she gets to go through a whole bunch of emotions in this movie. Like, at one point in the movie, you're rooting for Taraji, and then at one point, you're like, yo, Taraji, you crazy. And low-key, I think, I'm gonna just put this out here. I think Taraji P. Henson is low-key crazy. Ain't no way you gonna act that role that great. Like, low-key, I think her man should be a little scared. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't think he should, I'm just gonna be honest. I think Taraji P. Henson is low-key crazy, because ain't no way you acted that great in that film. Here's the 3rd reason you should go see it. It makes you leave the theater like, yo, what happened? What did I just watch? Like, what did I sit in the theater for 2 hours and watch? If Tyler Perry was going for that, he succeeded, because at one point you're rooting for her. Like, in the theater I was in, you could tell which women got cheated on. You could tell by the way Taraji was acting crazy. I heard like, yes, sis, burn the house down, tear it up. Like, you could tell which women was bitter, and you could tell which women were like, low-key just got delivered from the crazy. I was the one that was delivered from the crazy, because there was a part in there when I was like, so I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got to run me my round too. Now, I went with one of my homeboys, and he was just like, Candace, I said, look, I don't know what we just watched, but we got to sit and digest whatever just happened. In the movie, the previews don't really do it justice, because in the movie, you think it's like Obsessed, or you think it's a Lifetime movie on crack. That's what I'm going to say it is. Like, in the movie, I'm not going to give too much away because I know a lot of y'all haven't seen it, but in the movie, Taraji's with this man, okay? Now, Taraji does the opposite of everything I preach about assembling a man. She does that in the movie, right? So Tyler Perry made me think the logic I was telling y'all was wrong. Girl, go out here and get you the felon, uplift your felon, build him up till he's somebody and stay, right? That's what it made me think. But then I was like, nah. So Taraji like assembled this man and she wasn't reaping her little harvest, basically. And then he hit, basically, like he got on. And then when he got on, she left too soon, right? And so you mad because you like, man, she really poured into this man and she didn't reap her benefits. But then you like, girl, he gave you what you needed, so you straight. So like, it makes you think like, maybe I should go pick up my nearest drug dealer and mold him and shape him into the man he's called him to be. Or maybe I should be like Keisha Kaur and drive down to my nearest prison and pick out a felon and assemble him. Like, I don't know. That's what it made me think. But then it was like, oh no, we ain't doing that. That ain't what we doing. So I think it's a great movie because it's like, it makes your mind, like, honestly, I suggest you don't go with your man. Like, I suggest, fellas, you don't bring your girl to this theater. It's just not something don't go with your girl. Like, go with the girls, like, by yourself. But if you're going on a date, do not bring your significant other to this film. I'm just saying, like, it's going to leave you with some questions, might leave you with an unhappy home, you know what I'm saying? So overall, I would rate this movie a 7.9. Okay, I would tell y'all to go to the matinee. Don't you pay $11 for this. Like, it's good, but it ain't Black Panther good where you pay $11. Like, go for $5. Go when there's a whole bunch of black people in the theater. I'm telling y'all, watching movies with black people is so funny, especially black women. Like, I went Thursday night when it dropped. There weren't a lot of men in the theater, but black women, it was like sitting in the salon with your girl. Girl, I know you lying. Oh, did you see that? Oh, no. Like, that's the whole movie. That's all you heard. So it's good. I think y'all should watch it. Well done, Tyler Perry. Well done, Taraji P. Henson. We're going to be back in the corner next week, but I had to give this movie review because everybody was like, Candace, what do you think? What do you think? I think it was good. I think it was a 7.9. I think you'll be pleased. It's like I said, it's a little bit of problem. It's a little problematic. Like, there's some things in there I was like, oh, Tyler, you're reaching. You're reaching. But I was here for the reach. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Pay $5. Don't pay $11. Pay $5. Okay? All right. Join me next week in the corner. We're going to get litty. Have a good day, y'all.